Hello my dear friend, welcome to this video number 2 of day 1 where you will understand the profile of your future job. So I am now going to show you the future that you are going to have. So life of a banker. So this is not life of pie, this is life of banker. So life of banker is wonderful, and if you have heard that it is very stressful job, there is a lot of pressure, business pressure and all those things, they are all absolutely do not know. Those people are those who are not working in the bank, or if they at all they are working, they are not working from their heart. If you are working from your heart, you will enjoy it. How you will enjoy it, I am going to tell you. So what is the life of a banker? Let us try to understand in this video. So are you excited? Are you ready to learn? If you are ready to learn, pick up a pen and notebook so that you will note down whatever I say. So again, we are going to read this. I'll give you maybe a minute of time so that it gets inside your head. So I'll read once and then I'll give you the time to read yourself. Fortune brave is the person who dares to dream beyond possible, works his or her. So use that his, her, whatever you want, works his or her butt off till he or she realizes that dream, come what may. Come what may. So again, read it like I read it, loudly, so that it gets into your head. Okay, so let us again go through the Brave Regulations Act. So what does this act say? Be excited. Are you excited? Yeah, I'm sure you are excited. Be curious. Always try to find new information, new knowledge. Be courageous. Courageous to take those steps where 95% of the people even do not think of. Be courteous, so much empathetic towards your fellow colleagues or your competitors, your mentors, your teachers, your parents, your relatives. Be courteous and be innovative. Try to find out new ways of doing, and then be hardworking. Hardworking. It should look like hardworking to others, not to you. You will be enjoying the work. So let us see what we are going to. This is a blank sheet. So whatever you have in your mind, please remove all your misconception about bank. Banking is a wonderful job if you understand it properly. So what I am going to tell you now is the benefits of working with the bank. So what are the benefits? So first thing you will see here is what is the salary and perks. What will be the salary of a banker? So I'm going to tell you one. If you are a PO and if you are a clerk, I'm talking about the average. So it depends upon bank to bank, place to place, and position to position. Even inside PO there are different positions. Inside clerk there are different positions. If you are posted in a big place, cities, metropolitans, you will get more salary, more perks. Why? Because there will be anyways the cost of standard of living will be more, and if you are working in a different department, you will get different kind of salary. A little bit of difference will be there. So I am going to tell you the average, the minimum, maybe minimum. So if you are a PO, you will get minimum 30 to 35,000 salary, 30 to 35,000 salary in your hand. This is per month, which is excellent salary for any graduate and becoming a fresher, being a fresher. So per month you will be getting this much. So not, this is not all. There are other things. Clerical cadre may get around 20,000, 20k per month, around 20k. I am talking about little bit less, little bit more, depending upon what DHRA, all these things will matter. And then what will be the perks? There will be lot of perks like petrol allowance. There will be petrol allowance, like it may be 50 liter to 100 liter, depending upon places and everything. I said 50 liter to 100 liter price will be given to you. And then there are DHR anyways, you will be given house rent, whatever is the rent, not house rent allowance. House rent allowance, again, petrol allowance is not available to clerical cadre. Most of the banks, the house rent allowance, HRA, is available, not house rent. For an officer, the house rent will be available. So it depends upon where you are placed and what cadre you are. So there will be at least 10,000 to 25,000 rupees rent will be paid by the bank. You have to, and even the advance of 6 months will be paid normally, 6 months advance. So if you are having a 10,000 house, a 2-bedroom house, then you will be also getting advance to be given to the, and this agreement is normally done between the bank and the owner. The tenant, that is you, will not be concerned with this. So bank will directly pay to the, so you will have. And then furniture will be provided, my dear friends. Furnitures will be provided. This is not available to clerical cadre. Clerical cadre is not available. These are all available for the officers. Furnitures are available, but at very small number. Furnitures are also available for clerical cadre. Petrol allowance is not available. House rent allowance is available. If there are quarters, then quarters will also be available. For quarters will be, there will be no house rent. Instead of house rent allowance, you will be getting the quarters. And there are other technical things, like if you have your own house, you will not go for a house rent, and you will not lose the house rent allowance. There is some other calculation, 12.5% or something like that will be available. So no need to worry. Furnitures will be given. You will be amazed. There are so many other things. There are scholarship available for the children of yours, and then there will be, like, they will also give you the maid charges. The maid charges will also be given by the bank. They will also give you cleaning materials allowances. All these things are available as a perk for probationary officers. Officers will get a lot of perks. And then for the both the cadres, there will be loans available at subsidized rate. A loan will be available for, say, for 6 to 8%. Normally, what I know, I left 5 years ago, but now what I feel is this is the housing loan, and then 7% is for car loans, and 8% is normally for personal loans. So all these loans will be available. Loans also are available at a higher, so a higher amount will be available to you at a cheaper rate, at a subsidized rate. So all these perks, if you take together, I can say that at least CTC, if you understand, cost to the company will be around, for PO it will be something like in the range of 8 to 10 lakhs. So almost, if you add all this together, you will be getting the monetary benefit. And there will be, again, one more thing I forgot. So this PF will be available. Provident fund will be paid. You have to pay 10% from your salary, and 10% will be paid by the company, that is bank. You will get the gratuity benefits. You will get the gratuity benefits. There is also pension benefit, which pension or PF you have to choose, that you will understand. But still, this is also 10% will be paid by the bank. So all these together, if you add, and then health benefits, you will get 100% reimbursement whatever you spend on your treatments. And family is 75%. 75% of whatever you spend. This is available for both clerical as well as probationary officer. So medical treatment is almost free for you. Anywhere, almost every hospital you go, you will get this benefit. So 8 to 10 lakhs is minimum. And one more thing, again, like, see, so many things I also try now forgetting. There is also this tour allowance. What it is called, I do not remember. In SBI it was called in some other name. Tour allowance means every 2 years you can go to any tour, any place inside India, and the cost will be paid by the bank. And one block of 2 years you can go for a tour. One block of the another 2 years, next 2 years you can go to your home place. If it is near, it is fine. If you are coming from other place, or you are posted somewhere else, maybe 500, 1000, 2000 kilometers away, you will also get this home visiting allowance, which may be called something else in different banks, but this is available. So all the cost of going and coming, that is the traveling allowance, will be given to you. So lot of benefits, 8 to 10 lakh, which company is giving for the fresher this kind of. If you are going from an excellent uh, uh, college, only this is possible in the campus selection, but otherwise you come from any, only thing is 6 months to 1 year you have to work your butt off till you realize your dream. So this is wonderful opportunity, I am telling you. Nowhere else this might be available. I'm talking about all. I mean, maybe if you go for SSC, like income tax officer, all these things are available. I'm talking about a bank. So therefore I'm stressing all central government jobs. If you are going into officer cadre, you will get all these things easily. So let us go to the next one. So what is the next one? The salary. Next, career growth. Wonderful career growth, my dear friends. If you join the bank as a PO, if you join the bank as a PO, you have a chance, you have an opportunity to become chairman of the bank. This is the maximum that is available. Chairman, if you take all the promotions properly, if your performance is good, you do wonderful in your all the promotion test, you will become a chairman. You have the chance of becoming a chairman, depending upon at what age you will go, and how you will performance, and the your results in your tests and the interviews and GDs will also matter. So wonderful opportunity, wonderful career growth. So every 3 to 4 years you are getting a promotion, that is sure. In other different say for example departments or organizations, it is very difficult, but in bank, I got 3 promotions within a short time of 10 years. In 10 years I got 3 promotions. Okay, so even if you don't do something properly, if you don't do your work properly, if your performance is not good, see the difference. So if you perform, you are an excellent employee for the bank. If you are an excellent employee of the bank, you are having a chance to become chairman or MD, managing director, or at least DMD. DMD definitely you will become if you join the bank as a PO. So even if you are trying for clerical cadre and you get through clerical cadre, try to, after joining the bank as a clerk as well, you can try to become a PO. You can give your examination of PO and try to become PO. There are other opportunities for you in the clerical cadre as well, that we'll discuss, but let us first finish the PO one. Next, if you don't do, if you're not an excellent employee, if you are a poor employee, this I should not say, but this is what is the reality. This is the fact. If you are a poor employee, if you are not performing well, still you will get your salary, that is fine, but you will also get the promotions. So if you are not a very good employee and you join the bank as a PU, at least you will become CGM. That is what I say. CGM definitely, CGM, GM at least. So CGM or GM you will definitely. If you do not opt for promotion, that is yours decision, but otherwise you will become this. So you'll get at least 5 6 7 promotions easily throughout your career of 30 and above years. Second, if you are a clerk also has an excellent opportunities. In some banks, within 2 years you are given an opportunity to become an officer. So in clerical cadre also there are 3, I said. So there is one assistant, and then this is what is special assistant and senior assistant. So these are the promotions inside. So you will go as an assistant and then you can become special assistant and then senior assistant. So these are the promotions within clerical. But if you want to become an officer, in some banks there is also opportunity to become an officer in 2 years, in 4 years, or 6 years you will become an officer. There are again 2 ways of becoming inside the bank. You can become as a TO. TO means trainee officer. Trainee officer, there is another internal examination only for those who are working with the bank. So you will have an examination And if you get a good marks, there are, I think, 20 to 25% of the officers jobs will be reserved for TO, so you will get as a TO, so you will become. And then if you want to grade which entry is better, so PO is having the highest value in bank. If you enter into bank as a PO, then you will be having all the opportunities more than TOs. TO is the second preference in bank. So if they are want to give you good posting, first preference will be given to PO and then TO. And there is JMGS. JMGS means it is through seniority. This is through merit, so you will have to give an examination, but for GMGS it is seniority. So if you are senior enough, depending upon 7 years, 10 years, 15 years, I do not know what is the position now, so you can become again an officer. But these are the, say for example, third preference will be given to them. But out of this, I told you already that you can become from clerk to PO directly by giving means direct examination. Again, there will be call from the IBPS or SBI, and you can become a PO directly, and again all these things will be available. So excellent career growth. Even if you become a TO or a JMGS, you can go up to the level of AGM definitely. TO, you can go up to the level of DGM, GM and CGM. What are these things? If you want, you can go to Google and find out what is DGM, CGM in any bank. And then JMGS, you will be definitely going up to AGM, not a problem at all. And it depends at what age you do not lose any of the promotions. So AGM, you will be able to become. So let us see what is there next. So let us remove all this thing. Okay. So let us see what is there next is opportunities. What are the opportunities? Opportunities, I mean, a career growth is different than career opportunity. What posting you will get. So you have a lot of, if you become an officer, you go as a PO and then you are an officer, you will get a lot of opportunities to work in different segments depending upon what expertise do you have. You can go into IT segment as well if you are good at IT. I'm not talking about specialist officer, I'm talking about generalist officer. Even generalist officers can go into the IT if you show that kind of a talent in you. You can go and learn, and then you can go into the IT department. So you have an opportunity to work in IT inside the bank. So if you are interested in computer software, why I'm going here? No, you have an opportunity. Second, if you are having administrative skills, so you can go into administration, not in business. You will go into administration. So administration, who are like HR department, like finance department, a lot of other departments will be there. All those administrative work you can do as well. Third, you can go into credit. Credit means loans means, again, there are different. Credit also there are different. There is a retail means the housing loans, car loans, which individual people take. That is the one thing. Second is corporate. So retail will also include small businesses. So corporate like big companies you can go. I have worked in mid corporate, which is the loan amount will be 50 crores to 500 crores. One of my proposals, I wrote 30 pages to get a loan sanctioned for a very good company, and it was for 500 crores. I write 30 pages to convince the sanctioning authority. There will be different sanctioning authority, very high sanctioning authority for 500 crore, and I got it. So if you are good at credit, even though I do not have any commerce background, I went into and I become an expert in credit analysis, and I was doing a lot of loan assessments. You can get into it. Then third is agriculture. So some of you who are interested in agriculture loans, so you can go into agriculture loans as well. So then there are fourth is like you can go into treasury. This is the opportunity. Treasury means you are dealing with what? You are dealing with foreign exchange, you are dealing with gold market, you are dealing with money market. You are dealing with money market is kind of foreign exchange itself, and then you can work with the stocks, you can work with debentures. If you are interested in all these segments, you will be able to get, every year there will be an examination at least in SBI to get into the treasury department, where you will be selected. You have to give the written examination as well as you have to give the interview and GD. Depends upon how every year it will be changed, but if you do this, then you will be able to get an opportunity to work in these segments. And if you become an expert in any of these segments, you will have, which we are going to discuss later, you will have a great demand in the outside market, in the job market. Fifth segment, you will also get an opportunity to work in foreign. I want to tell you, I was also selected for treasury. And then I was also selected for a foreign posting. As you might already know, I worked for SBI in Maldives for 3.5 years in credit segment, in corporate credit. So I was selected. So you will also get the selection in to work outside for 3 years, 4 years. At least if you are continuing, if I was continuing today, I would have got one more opportunity to work in a foreign branch, foreign place. So abroad you will get these opportunities. So these are some of the great opportunities to work in the SBI. And if you grow, if you show performance, you will have a lot of opportunity to work. So that gives a very good inspiration. I think that will give a motivation. Are you motivated? Right? I am motivated to get into bank. You have got all these opportunities. So let us go to next. What is their value in market? I'm talking about, I told you. So if you are good, and if you are especially in any of these, if you are, say for example, like software, if you are interested in software and you get into good this thing, you can go into lot of, like Infosys, wherever TCS, wherever the software companies are making banking softwares, you are having a great demand as a domain expert. So you can help them create the correct software because of your knowledge in the banking. So you can go as a domain expert. If you have worked in treasury, you have a great opportunity to work outside. And whatever I am talking about, this job market, you will get at least a 50% to 100% hike if you want to jump from banks to other companies. Even the private banks like treasury, if I'm talking treasury, there are a lot of companies who are dealing with treasury. So that companies may hire you because you are a foreign exchange expert or gold expert or stock market expert or whatever. You will get an opportunity. You will have excellent value with private banks, private and foreign banks. So private and foreign banks are also looking for people who are having an experience. Even if you have experience, branch experience, you are greatly valued in other banks, because leading a team is also an excellent skill. So if you're good at that, so you will get an opportunity to work in private and foreign banks at a higher salary as well. So there are other also where your knowledge is required. So you can go into, I'm telling you, if you there I have seen some of these officers who started working in one more segment. I left in opportunities, that is, you can also become a coach, a teacher inside the bank. There are several learning centers and academies in the bank where you will be able to get and try your teaching skills, where, and again you will become. So I was talking about one of the person who was teaching us in SBLC, that is State Bank Learning Center in Hyderabad, and later, because of his great teaching skills, he left. Like me, he left and become a motivational speaker. So there are lot of value in the market. Next I'm talking about is, so let us remove all these things. Okay. So respect, great respect. If you are a banker, anyways, you know what kind of a respect you will get inside your family, with your relatives, with your friends, all these things. But in society as well, you will get a great respect. I have worked as a branch manager in one of the rural banks, one of the suburban banks and semi-urban banks. And till today, if I go there, they will give a lot of respect. If you are a branch manager, especially, You'll get a lot of respect. I work in mid corporate segment. The CEOs and the MDs used to visit us. We used to directly talk to them. We can discuss with them. All this lot of respect is earned if you are working with bank. Bank will give you a lot of respect in the society. Then, then what? Contribution to development. So if you are working for a bank, you are directly working in the nervous system of the country. So everything you give loans to rural people, agriculture, you are contributing to development. If you are giving loans to a retail person, housing loan, car loan, you are contributing to the development. If you are giving loans to corporates, you are helping the economy. If you are taking the deposits from the people, you are giving the money to development of the economy. You are contributing to the economy, to the country's development to a great extent if you understand it properly. So if you have this sense of what you are doing for the society, to the country, you are also a kind of a soldier, a financial soldier. You can call yourself as a financial soldier, and you are at least no less than any person who is working for the country. So you are also working excellently towards the country. So that is one of the satisfaction. You will always get the respect and the contribution. These are two things which you will always feel grateful to. So let us see, this is all the benefits that we talk, and then we'll go towards the next segment, that is what are all the this I don't call as negative aspects, or these are any difficulties. These are, if you try to understand, if you can manage these well, you will be able to excel in your responsibilities. So whatever benefits you get, that is because you are having a great responsibility. So if you are an officer, you are responsible for everything. You try to understand, responsibility is not a burden. Responsibility is pride. If you really properly understand, for me, responsibility was a pride, because if you are a branch manager, then you are having the responsibility to grow that branch. That is a pride. You are sitting in a cabin with a good chair, with people coming to you. These are you are responsible to the customer. You are responsible to the people working under you. You are responsible to the persons who are above you, who are your seniors, who are your supervisors. So you are having responsibility. You are responsible for everything that happens in your desk, in your branch. So anywhere you go, you will have responsibility. But is it a burden? No. If it is a burden, you will not be able to enjoy. If it should become your pride. So I am working as a credit analyst, and some loan goes bad. I am responsible for it. I will take the risk of uh, maybe making a loss to the bank. But that is a pride. Everything has its downsides, and responsibilities for me was enjoyable, and I always enjoyed all kinds of responsibilities. So it depends upon you how you weave it as a pride. Responsibility is pride, because people are looking towards you for their help and improvement. So this is first thing I wanted to talk. So let us remove this. Next, stress. So you may feel that if you are an officer, okay, in the responsibility part, you may ask what will happen to the clerical. Clerical also have their own responsibilities. They are running the risk. If they are working in any of the department, they are running the risk of money. So if there is any shortage of money, they have to pay from their pocket. If there is any wrong thing happens in their workplace or in their desk, then they are responsible for it. Responsibility is there, risk is there for clerical cadre as well, but it is limited. They are working only time, very less time, like compared to the officers, like 7 hours to 8 hours only in the bank. Some people work more, but still officers have to work more than sometimes 10 hours, 12 hours, depending upon what kind of position they are and what kind of a situation it is. So all these things will come. So clerical cadre will have less responsibilities because they are getting the less salary and perks. So it is equivalent. So stress, what kind of stress? Same again, if you are an officer, you may feel stressful time at some time. But it again depends how you handle it. I was never stressful. There were difficult times. There were pressure times. There were times when you were not able to perform according to you because of some other people or because the system was not helping you. The system, you may feel frustrated with the system when you go into the bank. That is fine, because every system has its own logic, and it is always helpful to you. You will learn in the long run. So stress is a factor, and stress will always, it's kind of a pressure, and the stress, for certain extent, they will also improve your performance if you see properly. Stress means you are doing something which is beyond possible. Again, try to understand. If you are feeling stress, you are trying to do what is beyond possible, what is beyond your in your hands, what you feel is beyond your capability. So it's a challenge. If you take it as a challenge, then stress will help you in giving your peak performance, best performance. So stress is good. So if I write here, stress is good. Try to understand your, what you view is more important, what you perceive is more important. So perceive stress as good. Without pressure, the rice will not be eatable inside the pressure cooker. So you need to go into the pressure cooker to become the best food. Next, so sacrifices. You need to do some sacrifices, my dear friends, because without sacrifice, nothing works. If you are getting all these benefits, you saw the opportunities, the salaries and the perks, the career growth, the respect, the contribution, all these things come with a cost. All this is paid because you need to do some sacrifices at the family front. Maybe you will not be able to, if you are an officer, you may not be able to give family time, but there are still opportunities. I told you, the bank will also take care of you. It will provide everything so that you did not have to worry about your family front. How to run the house, how to go about the education, any kind of education you will be able to provide to your children. And then you will go for a break every 2 years. You can go for a break. The bank will pay for it. All these things are there. So sacrifices, family time you may have to sacrifice. Sometimes you may have to work overnight as well. I have worked overnight. I have slept in the branch as well for 1 or 2 times when it was required. Okay, I used to come at 11 o'clock, but sometimes I used to come at 6 o'clock as well. There are every kind of things are there. So family time might not be, you may not be able to give much time for your hobbies. Hobby time may you have to sacrifice if you are having a hobby, or if you are having some passion. All these things you may have to sacrifice. So this will come as a cost. There will be definitely, because if your life is becoming better, it will also take something from you. कुछ पाने के लिए कुछ खोना पड़ता है मेरे दोस्त. So this is not a negative thing. It's the natural law. It's a natural law. At a point, at one time, you cannot do two things. Try to understand. If you are watching this video, you cannot do anything else. Can you watch a movie when you are watching my videos? Not possible. So sacrifice. Are you ready to sacrifice? I'm talking about after getting there. But now also you need to sacrifice. Are you ready to sacrifice anything to get to that dream job? Is it good information? Are you enjoying it? Comment down, I am enjoying, so that I'll understand that you are having a good time watching my videos. So again, let us see what is there in store. Risks. Okay, when we are talking about stress, we are talking about risk as well. So risks are there. Without risk, nothing will happen. So there is one great saying: if you do not take any action, that is the greatest risk you are taking with your life. So you need to do, when you do something, you will run some risk. Even when you are going on a road on a footpath, still you are running the risk of your life. When you have paid this 200 rupees for this program, you have taken a risk. How much did you think before paying this amount? Try to understand. So risk is always there. So if the bank is providing everything, then it will also ask you to run some risk. Risks are wonderful. If stress is good, risks are wonderful. It will stretch your capabilities. They will stretch your capabilities. They will allow you. I'll tell you what all benefits are there because of risk. I love risk. I'm announcing it. I love risks. That is why I left bank. So I'll also give you why I left bank in this after we finish this. So I love risks. So it will stretch your capabilities. If you are feeling that there is some risk in that, you will try to stretch, you will try to give more of you to reduce the risk. There are tools, there are ways of reducing the risk as well. And then it will also force you to innovate. Whenever there is a risk, how to come out of that risk or how to reduce that risk, you will have to find out. So you will be able to innovate. These are all the benefits. So see, if our perception is different, nothing can stop us from growing. So risks are wonderful. Try to understand, note it down. Stress is good. Risks are wonderful. I love risk. If you also love risk, please comment I love risks. So you will be able to create more capabilities, or you will be able to improve your capabilities, and you will use your faculty of innovation. So you will be able to innovate and find creative ways of solving problems which will help you in your career growth as well as your personality development. So this is what we are here, and then I think we are going into oath now, right? Only death can stop me from achieving our goal, my goal. You should say my goal. Okay, this is our goal because I have a mission to help at least 1,000 aspirants who want to become banks and make them successful. So why did I leave? I left. I'm a man on mission. I'm having this capability, this love for teaching, and this love for teaching came. If you have watched my webinar, you will understand that it was there, but it ignited because when a girl in my workshop told that you are the best teacher I have ever met, and you have helped me to succeed in bank examination. Therefore, there were certain things in my life. I was having a wonderful banking career. Everything I told, I was really enjoying. I was not having any stress. Stress was there, but it was not creating any problem to me. I was running the risk anyways. I was working in credit department. Means I told you 500 crores loan in one single uh, proposal I had got sanctioned. So if something goes wrong, they will come and catch me. Every time I do a loan, I was always having the risk, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my job well. I was posted at Maldives, the most luxurious tourist destination in the world. But I had a different capability. I had to touch millions of those youth who are struggling to get their dreams. So there were a lot of factors that happened. Was preparing for 2 years before I left my job. I was preparing for 2 years that I should find a new way. I have worked, I have served the bank better, I have made more profit than the salary was given to me, and then I vacated to make a lot of more people's lives more beautiful. So you will only understand if you are working for somebody else. Otherwise, you will say, a lot of people still say that it was a foolish decision, but it was not a foolish decision. It was one of the intelligent decision I have taken, and I will be able to earn more respect, more money by doing this as well. Which is for sure. I'm not a monk. I'm not doing this for free. I am doing it with a fair exchange. So you will understand at the end of the 5 days, you will understand that whatever money you paid was only a small amount to the knowledge I have given, of the value I am giving you. So let us again go through this and say this oath. Please read that oath with strong dedication and commitment. Only death can stop me from achieving my goal. So thank you, and then let us meet in the next video. Till then, you can enjoy the whatever knowledge I have given. So please go through once again and then go to the next video is going to be very important. Please sit with focus. If there are any distraction, don't go through that video. You have to sit in a place where there will be no distraction and finish that video in one go.